This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Vergil Ortiz Jr. here in New York. Vergil, it's good to see you. How is life treating you?
Everything's great. How about yourself?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. We've got a little event on here for Corona. What is this event about? What brings us here?
Yeah, so Corona Premier invited me out to Times Square for this boxing event. I'm here at this exclusive event right now, about 2 days before the fight, and I'm very happy to be here. Very happy for the opportunity.
Obviously out here in New York, as we said, a massive card awaits us on Friday night. What's been your take, just watching from the outside looking in? How much are you looking forward to what we're going to see?
It's always a special night on Cinco de Mayo weekend. Sometimes I'm at home with the family. But now I'm here on the scene, and it's just awesome. It's a very good night, good weekend of boxing because we also got Canelo versus Skull the day after, so that's yeah, exactly. So it's a great weekend. I can't wait to watch that fight too. So it's awesome to be here at one of the fights. But they're having, where's Inoue fighting?
Sorry,
where's Inoue fighting? Vegas. Okay.
You gonna fly over?
I might have to, right? I love watching him fight. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter.
100%. Vergil, before we come on to continue with that talk, let's just come back to yourself. Last time I saw you, you was in the ring with Israil Madrimov. A big performance, a fantastic performance. What's your reflections now you've had a bit of time to digest everything?
Yeah, so I felt like I did great. Of course, there's little tweaks here and there that I can work on, but I think overall, I think I did well. I think the fans really liked what they saw, and I want to keep putting on more fights like that and get better.
Obviously, after the fight, Israil was talking about the issues he had. He said he had bronchitis, effectively. When you hear that, do you feel like it takes the shine off of your performance and your win?
It doesn't, because the fans spoke. They see it as an excuse. I didn't have to say anything. They were already saying it themselves. So he can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, if I'm sick, I'm not gonna waste my energy and run a marathon. You know what I mean? I'm going to use my energy and fight. You know what I mean? So I think that's just an excuse.
You've obviously always been an entertaining and explosive fighter, Vergil. Everybody's going to look forward to whatever's next for you. Have you got any hints for us as to where your career is going to go to next?
I'm not good at hints because I just give it away, man. I'm very excited for the near future.
Yes. Been having conversations this week. Obviously, Turkey El Sheikh's in town, so conversations.
Oh yeah, I think we'll meet up soon with him, and we'll get more deeper into the details and all that. But from what I know so far, I'm very happy.
I know you can't give too much away. It's my job to kind of prod and probe a little bit. Is it unifications? I know you spoke a lot about boot tennis before, but is it those types of fighters coming up? Where do you see your career going?
Fighting the best. Yeah.
Stylistically, obviously for yourself, there's a number of fighters that you could potentially face. Who do you think would be the best fight for you stylistically? One which you'd like that challenge of?
Man, this is a hard one because there's a lot of fighters I would like to test myself against. This is hard. I can't really say the name because I think that's the name. Yeah.
Fair enough, Vergil. I'm going to ask you, obviously there's a lot of talk about Fundora and Tim Tszyu, about to square off. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think that's a great fight. We kind of have a lot of what ifs on what would have happened the last fight if the cut didn't happen. So I think, even though it kind of takes away my chance of fighting for the belt, I'm also kind of happy to see it because as a fighter, I want Tim to get his chance. I really do. I think he was doing great in the fight, and then the cut happened. And it was just kind of a downhill from there. You know what I mean? But I'm very excited to see how it plays out.
Obviously, that cut meant that you and Tim originally couldn't fight each other. Are you still confident we'll see the pair of you square off at some point in the future? I believe
so. I think Tim is a come and bring it fighter. That I like being in those kind of fights. So. It's a fight that has to happen, and I think he wants it too.
One fight which I think the fans would love to see, and he might be a little out of reach at this moment in time, is Terence Crawford. I know there's a lot of talk about him and Canelo, but do you think at 154, as he is a belt holder, we could see you two fight at some point?
No, so he's not coming back to 154. I spoke I spoke to him. This is my first time saying it on media. I spoke to him, and he's not going to come back to 154. He's going to fight his 2 last fights and retire. And you know what? I respect it because he's been undisputed at 140, at 147. Get your money and get out. I mean, what else do you have to prove? You know what I mean? So it's just like it's. I would do the same thing. So I don't blame him.
So it's good to hear that you have no ill feelings towards him, because I'm sure it's a fight you would love. But I assume when you spoke, did you?
The only thing that I will say is I wish he would have vacated the WBA before I fought Madrimov, because he beat Madrimov for the belt in the first place. So they could have gave Madrimov another chance, but that would have gave me the chance to fight for the belt, and I could have been the WBA champion right now. You know what I mean? So I just wish he would have vacated it a little sooner. It would have been cool, but.
Fortunately, Vergil, boxing never works out.
No, it's all good. Yeah, the last guy was a former world champion who just lost his belt. I guess that's as close as I can get right now.
Just to ask on that convo then, I assume you was asking Terence, if you come to 154, is there a chance? Was that the conversation you had?
Basically, I just said, hey, are you going to defend it? And he said, no, that's my last fight at the Canelo. I'm like, okay.
So the other man is Bakhram Murtazaliev. Now, he seems to be avoided again. Why do you think that is, and what do you make of him as a fighter?
I think he's to a lot of other people, he looks like a scary fighter. Like, he looks like a scary fighter to where people are avoiding him. And I do think people are avoiding him. I really do think so. But I would love that fight. That is an entertaining fight that I would like.
I was going to say, that would be an all-out, that would be a brutal affair, but one fans would love.
I would love that too. Yeah, so hopefully we make it one day.
I'm going to ask you as well, Vergil. Jaron Ennis, I know he's talking about and he wants to become undisputed at 147, but do you think at some point a fight will be done?
If he has to move up. I'm not going to go down to 147. I remember Eddie Hearn saying that we said yes to 147. There's no way in hell. I couldn't make 147. I went to the hospital, almost died because I was trying to make 147. So that was out the window. He has to move up. And if he doesn't move up, then we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Just fighting the best at 154 and get all the belts that we can.
Last one is a move to 160 at any point in the future for you, in the near future?
Not in the near future, but it's an inevitable possibility.
I'm going to squeeze one more, sorry. Conor Benn, obviously he had a fantastic fight with Chris Eubank Jr. this past weekend. What did you make of that fight? And if he comes back down to a lower weight, would you have any interest in that fight?
I didn't see the fight. I was asleep because, I'm still healing from my surgery, so I get sleepy at like the weirdest times because I'm healing. So I didn't get to see the fight. I had to wait till it's posted. From what I heard, it was a very great fight, and so I am going to check it out.
Well, Vergil, listen, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy Times Square, and thank you for speaking to me in Boxing.
Thank you, man. Thank you.